found that it always helps to have a map handy whenever you're talking about what's going on half a world away. When you understand where everything is, it's a little easier to make sense of it all. We have been illegally occupying Afghanistan for 8 years now, and doing the same in Iraq for more than 6.5 years. Well over 1 million innocent people have paid for this ongoing military-industrial oil profiteer-driven aggression with their lives. Another nearly 5 million Iraqis have been made refugees, roughly half displaced within Iraq's borders, and the other half forced out of the country. Almost immediately upon taking up residence in the White House, Barack Obama expanded the conflict into Pakistan, where thousands of innocent people have already been killed, and another 2.5 million forced from their homes. To say nothing of the 2 million plus Afghan refugees who are already there, trying to escape the carnage in their own country. So, between Iraq, Afghanistan, and Pakistan, we're talking about a total of nearly 10 million refugees. Peace, stability, democracy, freedom? Hardly. And of course you're all familiar with the incessant propaganda campaign against Iran, being pushed by all these same soulless war and oil whores, many of whom are also part of the army of shills for Israeli hegemony in the Middle East. And now, although the murderous disaster launched under the previous administration rages on in Iraq, you've no doubt noticed that our new pretender-in-chief, his handlers, and a fawning lockstep media have moved the focus back to Afghanistan, where this whole imperialist charade started in 2001. So if it's not about spreading freedom and democracy and protecting us from terrorists, why are we really there? This man has been talking about the real reasons for 5 years, but you almost certainly have not seen him on your television or read about him in your newspaper. This is Craig Murray, former British ambassador to Uzbekistan. He was appointed in 2002 and fired in 2004 when he refused to remain silent about the truth he discovered, truth about the systematic torture designed to elicit false confessions that were then forwarded as actionable intelligence and used as justification for the illegal occupation of Afghanistan.
When I'm talking of torture, I'm not talking of marginal definitions of torture. I'm talking of people being raped with broken bottles. I'm talking of people having their children tortured in front of them until they signed confessions. I'm talking of people being boiled alive.
All so American troops could be there to secure a pipeline route through Afghanistan, and the energy whores could seize control of the massive natural gas deposits in Uzbekistan and Turkmenistan. It's been said that there is as much, if not more, natural gas in Turkmenistan than there is oil in Iran.
If you look at the deployment of US forces in Afghanistan as against other NATO country forces in Afghanistan, you'll see that undoubtedly the US forces are positioned to guard the pipeline route. That's what it's about. It's about money. It's about oil. It's not about democracy.
And if it's not shocking and disgusting enough that our tax dollars are funding America's role in this illegal, immoral war, we are also bankrolling the other side, folks. From an article by Aram Roston, published this week, called How the U.S. Funds the Taliban. It's an accepted fact of the military logistics operation in Afghanistan that the U.S. government funds the very forces American troops are fighting. Colonel David Haight, commander of the 3rd Brigade of the 10th Mountain Division, on funding the Taliban. The American soldier in me is repulsed by it, but I know that it is what it is. Essentially paying the enemy, saying, hey, don't hassle me. I don't like it, but it is what it is. And what it is an insane, murderous, profit-driven charade being perpetrated by both sides, not just in Afghanistan, but both sides of the aisle in Washington. American soldiers and the American taxpayers being sold a completely fraudulent bill of goods by corrupt leadership. Soldiers paying with their lives, their limbs, and their peace of mind. The American people pushed to the point of financial and moral bankruptcy while we continue to foot the bill for this massive fraud. And the innocent citizens of Afghanistan caught in the middle, oppressed by their own fraudulent government, and watching their homes and their loved ones being blown to pieces by American bombs. Also an elite few, already unimaginably rich, can seize control of massive energy resources, make themselves even richer, and pay off the government goons who are making it all possible.